Welcome to Seville Heritage Park. Nestled in the heart of St. Ann, Jamaica, this park is a treasure trove of history and culture. As you step into the park, you're not just entering a green space, you're stepping back in time. It's in St. Ann, Jamaica. This region is known for its rich heritage and beautiful landscapes, making it the perfect setting for such a significant historical site. This isn't just any park. It's a place where the past comes alive, where every corner has a story to tell. It's a place full of stories. Stories of the people who lived here, the events that shaped their lives, and the legacy they left behind. These stories tell us about Jamaica's past. From the artifacts on display to the informative boards, every element here is a piece of the larger historical puzzle. Seville was once a very important place. It was a bustling hub of activity and a key location in the early days of Jamaica's history. It was one of the first Spanish settlements. The Spanish influence is still evident in the ruins and structures that remain. The Spanish came to Jamaica long ago. Their arrival marked the beginning of a new era for the island. They changed the island forever. The landscape, the culture, and the people were all transformed by their presence. But even before the Spanish, Jamaica had a history. The Taino people were the original inhabitants of this land. The Taino people lived here. They were skilled artisans, farmers, and navigators. They were the first Jamaicans. Their culture and traditions laid the foundation for the island's rich heritage. Seville helps us remember their story too. Come explore Seville. Discover the layers of history that make this place so unique. It's a journey through time. From the Taino to the Spanish and beyond, Seville Heritage Park is a living museum that tells the story of Jamaica. Imagine ships sailing across the ocean. They carry Spanish explorers. They are looking for new lands. In 1494, Christopher Columbus arrived in Jamaica. The Spanish made Seville their home. They built houses and churches. They started farms and plantations. This was the beginning of big changes for Jamaica. The Spanish brought their language and culture. They also brought enslaved Africans. Jamaica's story became a mix of different people and traditions. The Spanish were in Jamaica for a very long time. Their influence is still felt today. Before the ships and explorers, the Taino people lived in Jamaica. They were the first to fish in the rivers and farm the land. The Taino were skilled craftspeople. They made pottery and tools. They had their own beliefs and stories. They lived in harmony with nature. At Seville, you can see evidence of the Taino. Archaeologists have found pieces of their past. These artifacts tell us about their lives. We must remember the Taino. Their story is important to understanding Jamaica. Section 4. Sugar and Slavery. This section delves into the dark and complex history of sugar production and its deep ties to the institution of slavery. After the Spanish came the British. They were eager to exploit the island's resources. They took control of Jamaica in 1655, marking the beginning of a new era. Sugar became the new treasure, more valuable than gold. Plantations grew sugarcane all over the island, transforming the landscape. The British brought even more enslaved Africans to work on these plantations. They worked on the sugar plantations under brutal conditions. It was hard and cruel work, with long hours and little rest. Seville has reminders of this difficult past, with ruins that tell the story of suffering and resilience. You can see the remains of a sugar plantation, a testament to the island's history. It's a place to remember the struggles of enslaved Africans who endured unimaginable hardships. The sugar industry shaped Jamaica, influencing its economy, culture, and society. It's a part of our history we must never forget, a reminder of the resilience and strength of those who came before us. Section 5. Protecting our past. Seville Heritage Park is more than just a park. It's a living museum, a place where history breathes and speaks to us through its preserved artifacts and structures. It's a link to our past, a tangible connection to the lives and stories of those who came before us. It tells the stories of the Taino, the Spanish, the enslaved Africans, and the British. Each group has left an indelible mark on the fabric of our shared history. It's important to protect places like Seville. These sites are not just relics, they are active participants in our cultural education. They help us understand who we are, where we come from, and the journey we've taken as a society. They teach us about the mistakes and triumphs of the past, offering lessons that are still relevant today. When we visit heritage sites, we keep history alive. We learn from it and it shapes our future, and we pass on the stories to future generations. Let's preserve our heritage, ensuring that these stories are not lost to time. Let's make sure Seville continues to share its stories for years to come, enriching the lives of all who visit.